Hello Capricorn and welcome back to my channel. This is Glamorous Tarot and this is going to be your September 2020 love and relationships reading. As you can tell, my voice is all messed up because I cannot breathe properly. I'm dealing with allergies, been dealing with this for the past month, and everything is just messed up. I've tried everything possible. So, yeah, just bear with me. I'll get better hopefully in less than a month now. So it's all about waiting. Keep in mind that the energies can be interchangeable or vice versa. Also, keep in mind, although this reading is set to be for September, right? The timing is fluid. So it's for whenever you resonate with it. All of these readings at the end of the day, they are timeless, but for organizational purposes, I'm putting them based on months. Also, make sure to use common sense and take only what resonates and leave the rest and apply to your situation. Okay, so the first card that I'm using, the Akashic Tarot, I'm using these cards mostly as oracle cards. The first card that came out is the bird's nest. Nesting, maybe moving in with someone, maybe deciding to start a family, you maybe deciding to have kids. Why not? Because you see here, I was about to say a mama bear, a mama bird with the little babies, feeding them. Yeah, I see it as someone moving in together, someone trying to start a family. This is always a huge step, or someone is thinking of having kids. Let's see. Winged messengers. Well, we'll see how this goes and we'll see how they will fit all together. But here, someone has had a fight recently, has left this table. One of the teacups is spilled. And there are two types of messages. A negative one brought by this vulture here, and then a positive one brought by that dove that is accompanied by an angel. Well, in general, after a fight, there are two options. Maybe there is a fight inside a family or in between two partners, two long-term partners, in a marriage, why not? Or someone you have put your hopes for to build something with, you have decided that they are not compatible to start a family with. But it doesn't mean that if you had a fight, right, it's not the end of a relationship. Years back, when I started dating, for me it was like the first fight would also be the last fight, because I used to be a person that would let people cross my boundaries and then try everything to make them happy because I was afraid to be alone or whatever that was. So for me, the first fight was also the last fight, because it meant I bent backwards so much for that person that if we reach the level where we need to have a fight, clearly this thing is not working. Or I was balling up too much. I wasn't telling where I'm standing and so on and so forth. So again, first fight was also our last fight. So your plan here to move in with someone or to be in a proper relationship with someone or maybe start a family is a little bit up in the air, because it will depend very much on how you solve this conflict that it was. Any outcome is possible, but I feel it's a matter of having a discussion, not moving your separate ways the second you have the fight. So it's going to depend very much on what you want, how important for you the topic of the conflict really was. Can you get over it? Maybe you can't get over it. Maybe this topic made you realize that you are truly uncompatible and there is no point of moving forward considering the differences between the two of you. Or you might realize that actually it wasn't such a big deal and you can compromise over it, or your partner realizes that they can compromise over it, and then you go back to the initial plan. But what the universe is telling you, because you guys know we are on our life path and so on and so forth, but not everything is predestinated. We still have free will. So what the universe is telling you, everything is up in the air right now. So it can go anyway. These two people here feel that they might have lost their chance to be together. Maybe it just didn't work out, maybe. But what we are going to do right now, we are going to pull some tarot cards from the Starman Tarot and see exactly what this was all about. So let's continue here with the tarot. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Yeah, I've seen it while I was shuffling. Someone is rushing in. To me, this card is mostly a card that speaks about someone that acts before they think, the Prince of Swords. And they get hurt, as you can see. They get hurt really, really bad, and then they learn from their mistakes, and then a second time, they don't do the same thing anymore. I was shuffling and I saw this card. So this guy went to war totally unprepared, hoping for the divine power to be on its side. But even because you have here a representation of Jesus, and then you have the higher self and the spirit's world. So he went to war totally unprepared. He has no armor. He only has a sword, but his enemies had dynamite, and they had claws, and they had guns. So this individual was truly unprepared for what this is going to mean. Okay, maybe what for this commitment was going to mean. Maybe it just looked good. It looked like a good idea. Well, we are compatible and everything, or we are slightly compatible, or I just want to get married, or I just want to be in a relationship with someone, doesn't matter with who. And then down the line, you realize, well, actually, I'm doing it for all of the wrong reasons, not because I'm in love, not because how do you say it? Because we are extremely compatible, or this person was my soulmate or my twin flame, but because there was a need that I had to fulfill, and that need could have been codependency. Because to me, this card, the bird's nest, you see those babies there, someone that needs to be fed, and so on and so forth. This can be a card that speaks about codependency. Keep in mind that this reading can be about you or the person you are with. And they might be in a relationship that was all about codependency, and or you could be in a relationship that was all about codependency and not based on a real true foundation. Okay, even like the most beautiful relationships and the ones that are filled with love, they might fail if the individuals don't communicate properly, or if they are not on the same page, or 1,000,000,000 reasons, or if they don't work for it, or they expect the other person to provide for them. Either it's mental, their calm, their happiness, or emotional, their happiness, or whatever. Right? So someone rushed in. Someone rushed in into this connection, and they came out on the other side, yes, more mature and with more life experience, but also very, very, very hurt. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. Yeah, I feel that someone got into this relationship for the stability of it, because the other person was abundant, the other person was stable, was grounded, and they were like, yeah, this person looks like someone who's going to take care of me. Because this is what the Queen of Pentacles does, is an individual that takes care of other people. She nurtures them, she helps them grow, but these are all of the wrong reasons, because this is a need, is fulfilling a need, rather than wanting to be with someone. Okay? So these are all elements for codependency. This could be you. This could be you that has rushed in the past in a relationship and you got very, very hurt. Or this could be someone you are dealing with. Okay, just keep that in mind. Anyone can take this energy. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a card for the Queen of Pentacles is a card for Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. There could be something happening during Virgo season, for sure. Now, the other card that came out here is the Wheel of Fortune. All of this is about to change. Now, in what direction is changing, we don't know yet because it's all up in the air. But this is the Karma card. This is a Universe card. This is a Destiny card. It could totally change in a very positive way. But if this relationship was based on the wrong reasons, then it's going to be an ending. Okay? Just let me pull more cards because I need to see how I feel about it. 10 of Cups. Yeah, there is huge potential to move towards something stable, something grounded, emotional fulfillment. There is a huge possibility for that. Like actually building that family the right way. But you also need to keep in mind that 10s are about completions. Okay? 10s are all about completions. So this could be very well, not necessarily a happy ending, but an ending of a life as someone thought it was. Okay? But again, there is a huge possibility, and I feel it's up to you and it's up to the decisions you are going to make to get to this happy family, happy life type of energy. And if it's not with the person you have in mind right now, it could be with a different person. Now, the whole thing is for you not to rush in. Not to rush in or for someone not to rush in and not to search only for the comfort. Because that's a wrong premises to start with. That's not the right way to do things. Okay? At least according to me. So let's see, 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and then the Starman. Okay, both of these two cards, they speak about manifestation, right? If the Starman, the Magician card, the Magician has it's a card of taking action to start with. He also has all the elements to create this new life. He's in his power. He's connected to the energies of the universe, of the other realm. You see, you look at this card. He's all energy. He's all energy. But in order to achieve this 10 of Cups, so what the universe is telling you, yes, you have the opportunity to have this happily ever after with someone. Okay, but you gotta work for it. Because as I was telling you in the beginning, relationships are all about working for them. They don't magically happen. You put two people together, and even if they are insanely compatible in terms of morals, in terms of principles, in terms of love that they have for each other, things that they want to do, and so on and so forth, each and every one of us comes with some baggage. Comes with their own experiences, their upbringing, the other people that they have dated until they met you. So it takes work, and this is exactly what the 7 of Pentacles talks. There are these two aspects of manifestation here. You want this, you need to be very much in tune with the universe and with your wishes, so you are able to put them out there. You have to connect with the universal power, with the universal energy, but in the same time, you gotta work for it. Look at this guy, he's trying to plant that rose somewhere that looks to me like very mountainous area or middle of the desert. Nothing else seems to grow there. He crushed the ground. There is lava under it. Okay, there is lava under it, and he created a whole microsystem here with that little cloud for his rose to be able to grow. And he's nurturing it. He's taking care of it. What he doesn't see here is that there is this kingdom in the sky. And that's another element for us, because the universe doesn't give us things that are not good for us. Hence why we need to be in tune with the universal energy, because this is when we understand better what's good for us and what's not good for us. Okay. I think one of the most important things in life is to know when to let go and let God, and is to know when to put in the effort to make your wishes, your dreams come true. Because sometimes, no matter if something is not meant to be, no matter how much you work for it, it's never going to happen. The same way as if something is meant to be, no matter how many efforts you make to keep that away, is going to happen. Okay? So always keep that in the back of your mind. It took me a while to understand. I feel there is going to be movement forward, a lot of movement forward, quick movement forward. The Chariot here is someone who has fought their battles and is not afraid of challenges and to go towards them head on. Okay? This is a card for Cancer. Maybe something became clear with the new moons in Cancer. We actually had 2 this year. This guy here, his chariot is led by 2 dragons of Komodo. These are some of the most powerful animals on the planet, actually. They are cute and all, but yeah, they are natural born killers. He has gained this enlightenment, and his enlightenment comes from fighting many battles in the past. Many battles in the past. Also from using common sense and gathering information, because to me, this is very much a card of a spy, someone who's spying, someone who is looking for information, someone who is trying to understand the world better, get a better perspective before they head on into the battle. Okay? You look at this individual here, she's on the top of a building on a crane, more or less. You see all of these buildings. She looks like a spider woman. She's not afraid to search for the truth. Because the Chariot heads into battle knowing the truth, knowing the reality, knowing in which direction things should go and how they should go. Okay? So before you head into battle, don't do it as you did it in the past, where you rushed in, you didn't think about it. No. Now is a great time for someone to think of their next steps and to base their next steps on information. Why do you think they had spies during the wars? Because they needed to understand how much force they will need to use, how many of their troops they will need to bring on the ground, how is the other army equipped, do they have any tricks in their sleeves, and so on and so forth. You don't head into the battle while not knowing anything and just hoping that everything is going to turn out well. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But prepare if you want to be victorious, because I saw the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. If you want to be victorious, this is what you have to do. Well, these are a little bit too many, so I'm not going to take them all, actually. God, they want to stay. Okay, they want to stay. They don't let me take them off the table. So, justice. Justice is a time to bring balance into a situation. Maybe someone has to get a divorce to get out of that codependent type of relationship. Maybe that quarrel was all about this. Someone needs to restore balance, and needs to restore balance between what their brain wants and what their heart wants. You see this individual here, Lady Justice, is almost split into two by the divine light. While she's holding a brain in one hand, she's holding a heart in the other hand, and she's trying to make the best decision, trying to harmonize the both in order to bring balance. Because life is all about balance at the end of the day. We are chasing happiness like mad people, but at the end of the day, it's all about balance. This is what you are left with. This is what you are going to experience on a daily basis. Happiness, same as sadness, they are highs. They're a moment in time. They're a representation of a moment in time. If we hope we are going to be happy for the rest of our lives and we are always going to ride that wave, that magnificent wave of happiness, well, it doesn't happen like that. Because we wouldn't be able to distinguish happiness from any other emotions. You need the highs and you need the lows, you need the opposites to make you understand what happiness is. But this could definitely be, maybe someone is heading towards a divorce. Someone is trying to get out of this codependent type of relationship, because it's not the happily ever after that they were hoping for. It's not like that. They hoped for the best. News is coming in. These are the arrows of Cupid. Someone is going to take action very fast. Very fast. And I feel based on the information that they have gathered. Someone is going to take action extremely, extremely fast. Either someone is launching these arrows or they are coming back to base. I like this deck because you can never really tell. And I don't feel I need reversals. I don't need to do reversals with it because the cards around it are always going to tell the story. Maybe this news is going to make this divorce happen sooner. Maybe this is the information that someone actually needed. But definitely, because it has been a third party type of situation. Someone might be in love with someone else. But whatever happens here is going to be a reason of celebration. This is not going to be upsetting news. This is going to be a reason for celebration. Someone is going to be very happy about it. Because if you need to get out of a codependent type of relationship, then I'm sorry, but this type of news is going to make you super happy. And especially if someone is in love with someone else. But there is a decision that needs to be made. For sure, there is a decision that has to be made. You look at this individual here. He is balancing his two pentacles. He is in between. He's in this purgatorium state of mind. He's in between heaven and hell. Both of them are wide open. And it's like, what are you going to choose? Because I'm sorry, mate, you cannot stay for the rest of your life on that infinity type of surfboard, hoping at one point you get tired. Someone might need to make a decision between two people, between what they value more. Do they value more love? Do they value more comfort? Juggling. You cannot keep juggling for like forever. And I feel someone is going to find out of a third party type of situation. They have been spying, they have been doing their research, and all of this information is gonna let them balance themselves out. Again, bring balance into a situation, whatever that means. I feel a strong sense that there's going to be a divorce here. Someone is getting a divorce. Because what they were hoping they are going to build here is not the real thing. It's not the real thing. It's not that 10 of Cups. It's a little bit like the honeymoon is over and then you start seeing the realities of what you got yourself into. And when all of the haze moves away, you are like, oops, did I really want this? This is not what I signed up for. This is definitely not what I signed up for. So what do I do now? What do you do now? That's why the universe is telling you everything is up in the air. Just be patient. There are going to be elements that you haven't seen them coming. There is conflict. There is conflict. Once this information comes out, we have the Five of Swords here. There is conflict. There is conflict that is going to push for this divorce. Someone is also fighting their own demons, trying to defeat them. Yeah, and someone is planning, plotting, strategizing for an exit route. Because someone is feeling that they have been robbed of something. You look at this individual here, you don't know, so it looks as if he entered a museum and he's trying to steal an artifact. How valuable is that artifact? I don't know. Is it only a rusty sword? I don't know. But someone is definitely planning, plotting, and strategizing maybe how to get out of this constant conflict. You have the divine eye looking out for you, trying to ensure the best outcome for a situation. Yeah. Because what you want at the end of the day is your wish fulfilled. You want that absolute happiness, absolute bliss. This is also a reason to celebrate. After you are taking this fast action, you will finally feel you are fulfilled. You see that huge circle geometric figure here in the background. To me, it looks like the sun, a sun with wings. She's raising her cup and she's like, cheers to life. Cheers to a new life. Cheers to happiness. She's also dressed really cute and I love her shoes. I love her shoes. Her cups are filled now with these geometric symbols with perfection. With perfection. The only thing that she needs to have the real 10 of cups is an ace of cups or an offer brought by someone. Let's see if that offer comes out. No? I think someone feels that they are better on their own for a little bit. They need to be in their power. They need to be stable. They need to be grounded. And for a while, maybe they need to be single. Maybe for a while, they need to be single after all this disappointment. After all this disappointment, after going through the things. But it's also good when you get out of a relationship to just take time to spend a little bit of time on your own. In order to heal yourself, in order to see how you function on your own, in order to make things happen on your own. And then when you manage to do all of those things and you are in your power and you are strong again, then yeah, it's super easy to get in a new relationship and it's super easy to start something new. Okay, Capricorn, this is all I had for you for September 2020. Please accept my apologies for being so late with this reading. I hope it's going to help you. Drop me a comment below and let me know how you have resonated with this. Keep an eye on the community tab because this is where I announce my next live session. And yeah, that's kind of it. As usual, I would be super grateful if you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you soon. Good luck, love, and light.